plate carrier, my knife, my AK-47. Hey guys, what's going on? It's T-Carp. Today I wanted to talk about EDC, or everyday carry for beginners. And the question is, like, what should I carry? If I'm just getting into this EDC craze, or want to start being a little bit more self-reliant or prepared, what should I do? Well, the first thing is to remember that everything is different, and it all depends on you and your needs, because your needs are going to be different than my needs, and my needs are going to be different than obviously yours. And everybody's different. You know, some people work in an office, some people work police officer, some people work on a construction site. I mean, it's different for every person. But the first thing also to remember is we're not creating a survival kit. This is not a survival kit. We're not carrying a flint and steel, and none of these things are one-tool options. So as long as we get that out of the way and thinking we have to carry just everything with us, then we can just start with some basic principles and go from there. So the first thing we want to talk about is our main blade. I think you need to have a main folding knife, and we want to talk about that real quick. So here's some good examples of two of my favorite, actually, main blades. This is a Ontario Rat 1 Aus-8 steel, great steel, full flat ground, and a Spyderco Delica 4 in full flat ground. Love the orange color, sick knife. But these two knives are good examples of just your basic everyday carry knife. You want it to be have a clip for carrying in the pocket, and just simple EDC stuff. You can spend $20 to $50. I recommend your first one, don't spend like a fortune. This Ontario Rat 1 is a great way to go the first time. I think it's like 25 bucks. So in my opinion, this would be a great starter, and then as you get better at it, then you can move up to some more expensive stuff like this, and once you learn how to do it, take care of it, etc. Then I think what a good way to do is to have a Swiss Army knife or multi-tool. And you don't have to carry the biggest multi-tool with pliers and all that, because it just, like I said, depends on your needs. But my personal choice is a Swiss Army knife. I think a Swiss Army knife is the best kind of one-tool option when it comes to like a multi-tool. It's slim. I like carrying one that's at just about two blades thick, because some of them come in like 3 and 4. I like 2 blades, and the reason why, you've got your main blade, you've got a can opener, you've got a a bottle opener, wire stripper. This is a can opener, also a little small screwdriver. It's got another little screwdriver, and this is the Victorinox Tinker. But also, these little pliers come tremendously in handy for everyday stuff. I work in an office setting, and this is I use this quite often to open boxes and stuff like that. But I think this is a good tool to have. It has just about everything you need, and it is a great one-tool option for everyday carry. And you can almost even carry this alone if you want to be super minimalistic. But I think another main blade is a way to do it. And your main blade is good for food prep, good for opening boxes. That is my biggest thing I use this for, is food prep. But there are 2 essentials that I think you need are your main blade and then a Swiss Army knife or multi-tool. Okay, so we got that. Now, another thing I want to talk about, and it is a big deal, and it's kind of one of those things that I think it's a common lost item in the EDC world when we start talking about it, is an actual gun, is a firearm. I know some people in other countries are not allowed to carry firearms, and you might not be able to carry firearms in your job, but I believe it is essential for self-protection, for self-reliability, and things like that. I personally carry a Glock 43 in a dark sword inside the waistband holster. and that's what I recommend. You can carry it outside the waistband, you can carry it however you want to do, but I recommend concealed carry as well, and that is the best thing I know to do. Now, if you're in another country, I understand that you might not be able to carry a firearm, and that's sometimes a big deal to some people. But that's what a good main blade can definitely do for you, is a little bit of self defense. But in my humble opinion, your main three things are a knife, a multi-tool, a Swiss Army knife preferably, and then a gun. Now, it doesn't have to be these big things. Now, you can have these small items, like this little Cold Steel Recon 1, and this itty bitty Victorinox Classic. This might be a great EDC for you to just get started with. These are basically keychain things. So now we can also get into some larger items once you get the basics down, and you can start carrying a bag of some sort. I like this Patagonia Atom 8-liter, and you can start carrying things like a lighter. A lot of people like that, and then like a flashlight, if you even like that, or even you can start getting into the survival stuff, like carrying things like I've got a little fire kit. I've even got a flint and steel in here somewhere, I believe. Let's see if I do. Let's see. Yeah, you can even have a little flint and steel. So I mean, you can do the whole survival thing, but then you can once you have the basics down, then you can start adding to it. This is what I do when I want to carry more stuff, but I think if you're going to carry in the pockets, this is a great way to go to start off with. Is again, a blade, and a multi-tool, and a gun. Guys, this is T-Carp signing out. Thanks.